Jimmy Lomax Jr., Tom Sullivan, and Doug Klintz are officials, high school officials, with the honor of taking care of business here in this high school All-America game. We're about.
Skylar Diggins playing some defense on the ball there. She's the player going to Notre Dame, who's from South Bend.
Cleaning it up inside is Mariah Chandler, 6'1" out of Atlanta, and she's another member of that Baylor class that'll be going in next year, along with Brittney Griner. 10-5, the white team leading the blue here at the WBCA High School All-America game presented by Nike, and Brittney Griner could change the college game.
Well, she certainly has the nation's attention. She has the ability to throw it down, and we're not just talking about a one-handed jam. We're talking about a two-handed jam, and she can also throw it off the backboard. She can drop step. Her hands are gigantic, and even Shaq has been checking her out on YouTube, so it's pretty impressive that Brittney Griner is bringing that kind of level of attention to the women's game. Here is Texas next year, Cokie Reed. A lot of outstanding post players in this year's class out of the state of Texas. There's 4 of them in this game.
They only lose just the one senior. Everybody else will be coming back. And Ruffin Pratt with the steal. Walker, the nice head fake. Griner got a block. Ruffin Pratt looking for 3. Comes right down to Oliver. Griner over to help and gets the swat. A few moments ago, Brittney Griner out of Nimitz High School in Houston, getting the WBCA National Player of the Year award.
Brittney will continue her basketball career at Baylor University.
Brittney is going to be an exciting player to watch on the next level, and most people are aware of her dunking ability, but the rest of her skill set is emerging, and it's going to be fun for Baylor fans and awful for the rest of the Big 12.
And let's talk about that #1 ranked recruiting class by ESPN Hoop Girls, and that would be going to the Baylor Bears. And Debbie, they lost 3 starters, but here's who they have coming back, and Danielle Wilson off the injury, and then Medlock and Griffin on the perimeter.
I like what Baylor and Kim Mulkey has, and you add Brittney Griner to that mix, and you get Danielle Wilson, who is at 6'5", can play a little 4-5. Medlock, who is a terrific scorer on the inside, who plays a little 4. Griffin had a terrific NCAA tournament as a point guard, and Baylor loses a lot, but they are reloading. Mariah Chandler also will be a part of that recruiting class, and it's not just those 2 players for Coach Mulkey. She's added a couple of others. She's got 5 coming in, and some that didn't play in this game, but good recruiting class.
Biggest lead here for the Blue as we take a look at Brittney Griner at 6'8" from the Houston area, set the national high school record with 25 blocks in a single game.
I asked Coach Mulkey about signing Brittney Griner, and she said that her dad and her mom, Ray and Sandra, are very influential and very much a part of the whole recruiting class. Said that when it came down to deciding where she was going to go, her dad said he would let her play for 2 women, Pat Summit or Kim Mulkey, and Knoxville just seemed to be too far away from Houston, so ended up with Coach Mulkey. And really liked it, really likes the campus and likes the opportunity to go to school there.
They will have a big impact on the Baylor program. Of course, they won a national championship a few years ago with Coach Mulkey. On the inbound, Griner with her 4th rejection.
Revere Coach Al, and they'll keep that growing, and I have faith in that.
It was terrific, too, for the first time, a new initiative this year. For Notre Dame actually got it started, the top 20 attended program.
You're a great recruiter. I said, well, I tell you, when you've got Gino, you got your president, Sherry Cole from Oklahoma, contending for a national championship. You got Gino, your vice president, involved with your elected leadership and next in line to take the presidency. You got Bonnie Hendrickson, our secretary, who unfortunately just lost to South Florida in the NIT. I mean, that's a good problem to have. We've never, in our almost 30-year history, I talked to Jim Haney from the NABC, and he says he's never had that happen on the
42 points in the NCAA tournament this year. The game against Vanderbilt.
Griner picking up her 6th rejection, going for another one.
Well, she just changes the game on the inside. Can alter shots too, challenges all the time. She just blocked that pass without even having to jump.
White getting on the offensive boards here. Osterello's going to try from the corner. Oliver offensive rebound, outworking everybody. And Monique. Let's give you a closer look at what an offensive player is up against. That not only the wingspan, but the big hands of Brittney Griner.
Well, she's 6'8". Look at the basketball. Look how small it looks inside her hands. We tried to get a measurement. No one's ever really measured her hands, or she didn't know what her hand measurement was. Look at that, how she grips that basketball. That means that when she gets it in her hands, she's not going to give it up.
Here at the field house at Wash U. Beth Mullins along with Debbie Antonelli for the WBCA High School All-America game. 65-56, the blue team on top. And Brittney Griner with 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 blocks to lead the blue. A dozen points for Skylar Diggins and Monique Oliver for the white team. Destiny Williams has 12 rebounds. Kelsey Bone with 10. Harkel Walker with 10. Griner runs it down and lays it in.
How about the great baseball pass by Spanny? That is a terrific play.
Spanny gets the rebound. Blue on the breakout.
Watch this pass right here. Look at Griner. She says, I'm going long. That's it. Look how she scored it. Her body was already past the backboard, and she reached behind and finished. How do you do that?
Wow.
You got to be 6'8" to do that. That's how you do it.
Tremendous agility there from Brittney Griner. They try to lob it into it.
Pat Summit, so they got everybody coming back, and they've already been in the gym working already to get ready for next year after they got knocked out of the tournament early.
How about a couple of good shooters they can put up on either?
Oliver. See, now all of a sudden the energy level has picked up a little bit because the players are sensing the last 4 minutes and they want to win. A lot of pride on the line.
Well, the white team had fallen behind by double digits, right back in it now. Griner going baseline, count, and she's fouled.
That's a strong take on the baseline. I mentioned before she doesn't put it on the floor very often.
16 points now for Griner, and a free throw coming up. The baseline drive, the blue back on top by 6. Acrobatic move there by Krista Gross, who's going to North Carolina next year. Griner gets the layup. 20 for Brittney Griner. Skylar Diggins, the MVP for the white team, and Brittney Griner, the most valuable for the blue squad, as the blue All-Americans defeat the white side 79-77.
Skylar Diggins, 24 points, Beth. And Griner, 20 points, 9 boards, 8 blocks for her team. I cannot wait to see her game transition to Baylor next year.
Outstanding showcase for the top 20 players in the nation here at the WBCA High School All-America game. And a thrilling finish to boot, 79-77. The blue side gets the win over the white team.